What's up, Madden community? MT Squared back with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. And today we have Benjamin St-Juste in the game, 93 overall, 6'3" cornerback. This is a free card and definitely one that you want to grind for. And in today's video, I'm going to go over the easiest way to get this card in under a week. And we're also going to look at the cards from previous competitive field passes, because if you missed any of them, you'll get an opportunity to get one of them as a reward in this field pass. I'm also going to give my recommendation on who I think you should choose, which there's a couple you could go with, but real quick, I'm currently at 870 subscribers, trying to push for 1,000, and I'm a believer of the FTA theory, or for the algorithm, which, if you aren't aware, basically means the more likes, comments, and subscribers a video gets, the more people that video gets sent out to as a suggested video. Hopefully by the end of this video, I'll earn you as a subscriber, but if not, would still love some support. So take a second and hit that like button and comment down below what you liked or did not like about this video. I appreciate all comments and criticism, both of which help me better my videos and content. All right, so we're gonna go over to the competitive field pass section and look at the rewards. So you can see, obviously you get some coins, some XP, but the first major reward is going to be at 90 competitive points, where you will have an option of choosing one of the previous competitive field pass rewards at 90 competitive points. And when you get to 200 competitive points, that's when you get the Benjamin St-Juste, which is the main objective that we're going for. You're gonna get some packs along the way, and then if you continue past 200, there's some packs and coins, and then you get this 88 plus overall Legends player for 300 XP. I would recommend, if you're going to try to max this out, that you want to do it at the end of the second week. So on day 13 or 14, that'll be on the Saturday and Sunday of Legends weekend. So you'll have an option to potentially get one of the new Legends and maybe the LTD that is out that week. So unless you play non-stop head-to-head the next couple days, it'll probably take you about a week to 10 days to get St-Juste, depending on how much you play. So I've seen people get it in like 3 or 4 days just by playing non-stop MUT champs and head-to-head seasons. But if you don't play much, it may take you the full weeks also. So I've gotten every single one of the competitive field pass reward cards, and I get them in around a week, sometimes 5 to 6 days, depending on how much time I have to play. I grind a little bit every day there. So I play some solo battles, I play some MUT champs, sometimes some head-to-head seasons. And while the coin and pack rewards for head-to-head seasons themselves are much better than MUT champs, the CP that you earn for MUT champs is much higher than in head-to-head seasons. So I recommend playing all 25 of your MUT champs games first if you're going to try to max out your competitive field pass quicker. Here I'm going to go through some goals that I would go for myself, as I found that gets me to the 200 CP the fastest without stressing myself out for having to dedicate hours and hours every single day from playing a head-to-head. But you can see here, and I'll go through them specifically with the MUT champs, especially when you get to these 10 MUT champs and then 15, 20, 25. You're getting 20 CP for every 5 wins, basically. Where if we go to head-to-head seasons, you're only getting 5 CP every 5 incremental, plus that you don't get any CP for winning in an individual game, where you get 2 CP for winning each game of MUT champs, and you're going to get an additional CP for winning that very first one. So first, you're going to want to complete these 2 sets. This is going to give you a quick 20 CP. It's just 378 to 79 overall players and 380 to 81 overall players for this other one. You'll lose a very small amount of coins from doing these sets, but this instant 20 CP is pretty clutch in my opinion, and makes it a little bit easier to get to that 200 CP. Next, we're going to talk about solo battles. So if you aren't aware, there are 4 solo battles that are available every day, and you can refresh those each day. So if you complete these 4 today, I'm going to back out and go into solo battles. Then you can refresh your opponents by clicking on R2 on PlayStation. I don't know what the button is to update your opponents on Xbox, but it'll say it on the bottom right. So if I go to opponent select, On the bottom right where it says square, view your lineup, triangle, view opponent's lineup, tomorrow there will be an option where it'll say update opponents, and you can see on the top left, right now it says 21 hours until next opponent update. So that will be at around 3 p.m. I believe each day is when there is an option for the update for the opponents. There's also this bonus game that you can play as the featured opponent. Once you play this, it will disappear though. So there's a max of 29 solo battles you can play each week. So 58 for the 2-week competitive pass period if you're not going to be able to get it in a week. So there's 4 obviously for each day, times 7, 28 plus this one extra one is the 29th solo battle. So based on my formula, you have to play 25 of those games. So a couple a day. So if you're trying to get St-Juste within a week, you're probably going to want to get 3 to 4 games done per day. These solo battles should only take about 15 minutes, and if you want to play them on MVP difficulty level, because you can double dip the solo battle wins and winning on veteran / MVP or higher. So winning 25 solo battles is going to, on the MVP difficult level, will give you 25 CP from winning those solo battles. It'll also give you 16 CP from the milestones of 2, 5, 10, 15, and 25. I'm going to go back into the competitive field pass to show you guys what those rewards look like. But plus you'll get an additional CP, 30 CP from winning solo battles on veteran MVP and the MVP levels. So you'll get a additional 4 CP for gaining 3,000 yards in those games, which will be very easy. And there's 6 CP that you can get for forcing 6 fumbles in those games. It does not have to be in the same game, and they are cumulative. If you can't get the fumbles during your MVP level games, just play an additional solo battle on the easiest difficulty level. You should be able to get fumbles pretty easily. That's usually what I do, honestly. Getting fumbles in MVP level is pretty hard, honestly. So you might get like 2 or 3, and then just jump into a solo battle on the easiest difficulty level to get the rest of your fumbles. If you are able to get those 25 wins in solo battles, this is going to give you 25 CP for those 25 wins. For the regular milestones, that's going to give you 16 CP. Veteran and MVP milestones will give you 30 CP, and then the yards and fumbles will give you 10 CP. So that is a total of 81 CP that you are going to get from solo battles. So you have a max of 25 MUT champs you can play in a week from Monday to Sunday. If you can win 15 of those games in your first week, that will give you 88 CP from doing this. So you're going to get 30 from getting 2 CP for each win. And then when you add up the milestones for the first one, then at 3, 5, 10, and 15, that's an additional 58 CP. So you're going to have 88 CP in total. If you can't win 15 or just don't have the time, that's fine. You will still definitely be able to get St-Juste. It just may take you a bit longer, or you may have to play some head-to-head, but I'll go over some options at the end for that. With the 20 CP from the sets, the 81 CP from solo battles, and 88 CP from MUT champs, if you were able to reach those milestones, we are now at 189 CP, just 11 CP away from getting Benjamin Juste, our free 93 overall 6'3" corner. We go over to the stats tab on the right, you can see there's 30 CP worth of objectives that you should have completed at this point after playing those solo battles and MUT champs, now putting you at 219 CP, so well over the 200 CP. That also gives you some flex. So if you aren't that great at playing head-to-head, and if you didn't hit that 15 win mark, you can then go play some regular head-to-head seasons games if you want to get to the rest of your CP that way. And if you aren't able to play the 25 solo battles, you could do the same with head-to-head seasons. So the 25 solo battles is kind of important because you can't do them all in the same day. You have to do like 3 or 4 a day. So keep that in mind when doing that. And again, depending on how much you play and how many games you can win, I would say it should take you anywhere from 6 to 10 days to get St-Juste at the 200 CP. It may take you the full 14 days. Again, all depends on how often you play and how many games you are able to win. All right, so new to this competitive field pass is that you can get one of the previous competitive field pass reward cards. There's 7 to choose from, and you can get this reward at 90 competitive points, which will be much quicker than when you can get St-Juste. So here are all of the competitive Field Pass reward cards that we've gotten this year. Most of these cards were pretty good when they came out. These cards came out in order from bottom to top. So first we had Trevor Lawrence. This was a pretty good QB at the time, especially for being free. A lot of people, myself included, used him. Tariq Woolen was awesome because he was 6'4". Cortland Sutton was probably the card people were excited for the least, unless if you were running a Broncos team at the time. Tom Compton, the right tackle, was pretty good. Malik Hooker, the 90 overall free safety, was good. Isaiah Pola-Mao was probably the best card out of all of these, and still one that is very usable because he's a 6'4" safety that you can use her in the middle of the field. Really good with. He gets pick arters for only 1 ability point, or deep in zone KO for 1 ability point also. So if you want to have him as your deep middle blue safety in a cover 3 zone or in a cover 1 man scheme. Graham Gano was the card for the last 2 weeks of this Field Pass. He's a 92 overall kicker. He's a great kicker, probably the best in the game right now. He's definitely got the highest kick power. So assuming you don't have any of these cards, I would recommend going with either Isaiah Pola-Mao or Graham Gano. If you want a really good kicker that will be usable until the end of the game, then go for him. If you don't want a kicker, then you're going to want to go with Pola-Mao though. And unless you are trying to get a specific card for a theme team, Pola-Mao is really the only option, in my opinion, out of the rest of these cards. Hooker would be my next best option, or Tom Compton if you want a good right tackle. But that is it for today's video, guys. Let me know how long it usually takes you to get to that 200 CP. And I hope you did enjoy this video or found it helpful. And if you did, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you can see my daily videos. And thank you for watching this video.